Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris with me, Alfapiomega, and the United Federation of Planets in Star Trek New Horizons mod. So, we will continue in incorporating the Nausicaan tribes, the thing that we have talked about last time, but I'm starting this session to show you that we get the bio-sculpting nanites, which increase our terraforming speed by 25%. Our advances in nanite technology allows us to introduce programmed nanites on a foreign world which can break down harmful pathogens and obstacles on a planet in preparation for colonization. This is gonna be very useful because look at that, we are not even halfway through the colonization. Oh! Okay, we can go with Starport now, or Tricyclic Life Support System, or Private Academy, or Psychohistory Center. Huh. The Psychohistory Center specializes in leveraging the great discoveries in biological sciences. Well, this one is quite hard. I'm thinking about going... Oh, Private Academy. Leader pool size +1. Oh, let's go with this one. We need more leaders. That is something that we really need. Especially thinking about how many... sectors we have. Look at that. We have 17 sectors and only a couple of them are governed, and I would really like to change that. I really would. By the way though, I wanted to show you something. Remember how I, long time ago, dealt with building the humanities or technology wings? What I did not realize is that I'm not doing that in a way that's really stupid, because I just thought like, okay, this planet provides this and this much science and this much science, but it really gives a bonus to that production. So yeah, it was worth it. It was really worth it going with that like that, and I'm hoping that this one will give us additional bonuses. Now Madonna 2 is almost ready as far as this construction goes, and the population is growing incredibly fast. Wow. From food surplus. Okay, that is pretty good. We're getting a huge bonus, and we also have something called Codrazine and colonization fever, atmospheric aphrodisiac. Well, I'm looking forward to increasing that planet. However, as we're incorporating the Nausicaans, my attention has turned to the Iridians and Beta Rigelians. We do have a pretty good chance of getting into their coalition, because with the Iridian League, we have 123, they're friendly, and their trust is increasing significantly. So if we might be able to... Oh, I forgot to turn off Steam again, damn. So if their trust increases by another, 40? 40, we're gonna be able to maybe get them with a timely, fairly well-timed gift and a bit of a pressure. I think that the association status would work well with them. However, what I'm afraid of is the Beta Rigelians, because they are... well... they're a bit more, I'd say, what would be the correct word? Opposed to the idea. But I'm gonna go and ask for the association status anyway, because that should help increase the trust gap and help us with the growth of relations. So let's see how that's gonna go. I'm pretty sure they should both allow it. We look forward to having you. Okay, acceptance 189. And if that happens, I'm pretty sure that we might eventually be able to get there better. Yes, look at that. We are now a coalition associate, which helps greater, and wow, the trust cap increases all the way to 125. Good. So that's much better. What about here? We have 125. Nice. Okay, so we are getting much closer to where we need to go. Cool. So this is how I'm gonna proceed with this, and then we have to figure out what we're gonna do with the Klingon-Cardassian alliance, because these guys are slaving despots, and though they don't really hate us, they don't really like us either, and we don't really like the fact that they are here. But they're a tough cookie, honestly. A war with them would be long and painful, and I am pretty sure that we would bleed heavily. But it might be a good idea to do it anyway.
Construction complete.
I was thinking if I could guarantee the Charonites independence, I could. But that would most likely get me into another war with the Klingon Cardassians or with the Romulans. And I'm not entirely happy about that, so let's not do that. So you need 5 pops, then we can upgrade you, which will greatly help in the production of energy credits. Actually, I'm thinking Malona 2. We don't really need that much food, do we? We will most likely be able to... Yeah, we'll turn this into a paradise dome, at least one of them. Well, it doesn't matter, we can replace this one and it will be much better. And we can then replace this one with something else. I'm not sure... Oh, a Frontier Grove, for example, that would be pretty good. And we could build an Interstellar Academy as well. That's pretty neat. I think that the starport will be the next step of the training center, but these buildings are far out of our reach considering our energy consumption. Well, the starbase at Dalmine 3 is now up to 7,000 in strength, and I have started the project for building the armor plating and central computer core so that it has a bit more of a punch. We also need to start building the additional defenses that we would like to have here, and that we already do have at Norcadia, where the starbase has a strength of 15,000. The planet itself is also deeply submerged into heavy reorganization. We finished the planetary shield generator. I really need to get the upgraded one for both of these planets, so if that ever comes up again, I'll trigger it. And we should very soon start the upgrade into Division Headquarters. So do we already have that? Oh, we do. Okay, cool. So that's the Division Headquarters, and now we have enough armies here. I might actually add a couple more eventually, especially the mobile energy artillery if we need to. But let's not deal with that right now. The fleet here could also get a bit more reinforcing, but I'm wary about doing that because that is awful for our energy production. For that reason, I have started a project at Algorab, Belazir, Starbase 45, Murasaki, Starbase 70, and Starbase 64 to upgrade all of these to the bigger tier of Starbase, which is level 3. They're still all level 2, and they will all add the naval depots, and most of them probably also the anchorages. So I believe that will push us somewhere closer to 50%, and that ought to help with the energy production. The Vega station has just finished, good. So let's get a trade depot here. And I was wondering what kind of thing could we build here that would be useful. I mean, okay, an orbital manufacturer could be good, orbital science center could be good, but those, remind you, increase the cost, but we'll cover those by a trade depot, so it's basically plus 3 extra minerals and plus 15 science. And I still don't know about the synthetic dilithium manufacturer. That one is expensive, but I built it somewhere. I'm not sure what the actual effect was. So let's get traffic control. That one doesn't cost anything. Mineral-wise, we are okay, but that's gonna take a while to build all of these, so I'll take the time to rest before the next big project is ready. I'm actually gonna, without any doubt, replace this with the Academy. That's gonna be much better. Once we upgrade that to a full-blown humanities wing or whatever it is, doesn't have any. I don't think that has any further requests other than it has to be there. And well, it has a lot of energy consumption. That might not be entirely worth here. Thinking about that fact. 7. That's actually quite a lot. I think that's part of why we have such high building upkeep. We might have gone a bit overboard there. So how long? Another 3 months, I guess. Technologies are okay. In 10 months, we're gonna get the variable yield pre-fire chamber, which will increase the strength of our fleets. I rely heavily on torpedoes, so that should boost the strength of all of our fleets. And we'll have the self-aware AI. One thing that I actually tried though, and I don't know what the problem is, I can't find the worker bees anywhere. If I, for example, go with a tactical battlecruiser, there's no upgraded worker bees here anywhere. Nothing. So it led me to an idea that it might be a part of the star bases that we have, most likely of the shipyards, but I haven't had time to check it yet. Type 20 magnesite uranium polyweave hull, carbon reaction fusion core, no FTO inhibitor traffic control. But I just don't see it here. There's a lot of reactors, ablative armor, and stuff like that, but I don't see the worker bees anywhere. And when we look at the ship designer, they're not here either. Inertia nullifier. Oh, that could be a tractor beam instead, or a warp inhibitor, minesweeper, or a grappler. Dervish device, weapon damage 20%. I mean, it's here somewhere, and I just didn't see it. Nope, I don't think there is. So, and I don't know who should have it. I found out that there's a different construction ship that I could use, armored constructor, if I wanted to. But I don't, but you know, into the future it might be good. There's nothing here either. Oh, but there was one thing that I was kind of interested in. I'll show. Oh, tradition! I completely forgot that we had that coming. So, diplomacy. Diplomacy. We can get a federal unity. Unity output increased by 5% per member of coalition and alliances, or Entente coordination. Federation naval capacity counts as twice as much for that. Okay, let's go with this. I don't think that's gonna do anything for us right now. Federal unity. Yeah, it does nothing. And we'll need whooping 165,000 for that. 256 months remaining. Well, I should try to take that down a bit. Oh. Okay. We have a deal with you. Okay. How about you give us monthly some credits and we'll keep the Trivium D there. Yeah, they would not like this. Those 6 credits over 30 years. If I throw in some instant minerals? Nah. No, I'll let them come up with a solution for ourselves. So what I really wanted to show you guys was that at the ship designer, there's a special new component that I did not see before on the White Defense satellite, where you can have a hangar bay satellite which has the NX shuttle pods, and these guys do an insane amount of damage, or so they try to, at least they try to look that way. I'm not entirely sure how well. 8 units, average damage 70, because that is so much better, 204, compared to my current White Defense satellite, that's 22. So I'm thinking of maybe introducing those into the fray. How much do you cost? White Defense satellite. Okay, it's possible that the price will be awful. No, it doesn't seem that way. I might really try that one. I don't know.